A perilous and seemingly never-ending gravel road spills into a small town at the foot of the Cederberg mountains. Wupperthal is a Moravian mission station. Here, Rooibos is part of the valley's DNA. Baron Salomo, one of 12 children, was raised on Rooibos as a substitute for mother's milk. Today, he heads up the 77-member Wupperthal Original Rooibos Cooperative. The knowledge passed on from Khoi and San ancestors was finally recognized both by government and the industrial Rooibos industry.
It's some kind of dignity come back to you, because previously the Rooibos was known as a poor man's drink. But now they realize the properties in Rooibos, and I'm so glad that it is now, because South Africa also undersigned that Nagoya Protocol, and thanks to them that we interact and we had the knowledge and we use this tool to protect what is ours and also to develop it in such a way that is sustainable.
The Wupperthal Cooperative is the only one of its kind with certification for biodynamic farming. This means production practices are done in harmony with nature. The Rooibos here has a different and very special quality found nowhere else in the world. It says a lot, as the indigenous plant flourish only in a 100-kilometer radius around Clanwilliam in the Cederberg region of the Western Cape. The potential health benefits and properties Rooibos hold are slowly being discovered by science, making its appeal much greater globally. And soon, the agreement to benefit the descendants of the Khoi and San will finally gain momentum.
They appoint now the administrator to do the distribution. So this process is now just started, I think, last month. So, and we are very excited about those benefits that will flow to the communities, to the descendants of the Khoi and San, but that is challenging because they are spread all over South Africa, not in a specific region. But they can claim their knowledge to this plant.
While its Rooibos cooperative is making inroads and exporting to countries like Germany and France, Wupperthal also faces challenges. Recent floods wiped out the irrigation water system, which supported the farming of vegetables and crops. And it has an aging population. Despite their love of Wupperthal, many young people opt to leave in search of employment.
I would like to leave and maybe come back over 20 years or so. So yeah, just to, so that I can, at the end of the day, have something to fall back on. Because at the moment in Wupperthal, like I said, work, it's something that's lacking here, so yeah.
Some, however, stay.
My parents' parents grew up here, they were born here, and that is why I am here on the end of the day, and it's wonderful to be here.
Would you ever consider leaving?
Not really, but if I find something better, maybe in the near future, or then I'll consider, maybe.
Married for 55 years, Moline and Charlie Zimri also returned to the place where they were born and raised, just like 56-year-old Funa Wynand, who, after 35 years of working in Cape Town, is finally able to build a place of his own in the ancient valley.
It's
the peace and quiet, the communication with other people is different to Cape Town. That's what brought me back. I want something of my own, to farm a little on my own with animals, maybe have a small garden, a return to the way I grew up.
While the Wupperthal Rooibos Cooperative provides employment to over 200 people in the valley, Salomo believes much more can be achieved. The cooperative has supported 10 young people's studies, and he hopes one day they will return with expertise. But the land they live and farm on belongs to the Moravian Church. A process is underway to address the issue.
I believe the church is a registered landowner, point. But the church is not the legal owner. We are the legal owners staying in this village, because when the first missionary came here in 1830, all our families were already in this village. So we own this land. It is time for the church just to give the land back, but also not to disappear. We need the church for his spiritual purpose. That is his primary. But give the land back, give the economic possibilities back in the hands of the people and support them. And at the end, the church will also benefit from that.
As the land is privately owned, there is no government intervention or assistance to further develop Wupperthal. Salomo says the village has great potential to become an ecotourism destination and for the cooperative to become a fully fledged processing and packaging operation. He sees a great future for his beloved Wupperthal, with a vision that young people will stay. They will grow rooibos, they will prosper, and they will continue the story of the forefathers for many more generations to come. Mariska, Botha, SABC News, Wupperthal in the Cederberg Mountains.